What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Guys, we're here with 10 plus surprising facts about the Netherlands. I did a lot of videos about the Netherlands, so I know a certain amount, but we finna check out these FTD facts and see if it's some stuff that I don't know, because I don't know everything, I don't, but we finna see. Also, guys, I tried Swedish candy from Sweden. And I know if y'all want to send me some Dutch candy or show me a website where I can order some Dutch candy, hey, be greatly appreciated so I can check it out. Hey, I got my P.O Box address below in the description. Or like I said, send me the link. I'll go order it, you know what I'm saying? But hey, we finna check out these facts. Hit that subscribe button, send down those recommendations. I will uphold.
All around the planet Earth, there are many different places that make them unique in the world. And as we discover more about these great places, we find a story that some may have never heard of before, but may have similar themes with it. And these themes are generally of peace, struggle, growth, demise, happiness, and even dark times. And today on FTD Facts, we are looking at a country that is not only beautiful within its people, but warm with heart in its culture. Welcome to the world of the Netherlands. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to FTD Facts. Now, my name is Dave Walpole, and yes, today we are talking about the Netherlands, and I'm really excited for this because, well, first of all, we've talked a lot about many different countries in Europe and around the world, and actually, guys, if you want to learn about more places, well, I'm going to throw some cards in this video. You can just look up and go, hey, wait, that one looks appealing, I'm going to click on that one. Or just wait till the end of the video because we got some other cool stuff that you could learn from as well. Now, speaking of which, if this is your first time here to the channel, and you love learning about cultures and people and communities from around the world, well, you want to hit that subscribe button because that's...
I forgot, my guy Dave Walpole takes like 3 minutes before we get the facts.
And on top of that, we also listen to you guys, and that's a good thing for a YouTube channel. So be sure to let us know what future countries you want us to, talk about in the future. So put them down there in the comment section below. But let's get started talking about Netherlands now that we've got all that out of the way. Now, the first thing that we got to mention is a lot of people call the Netherlands Holland. But that's not actually the real name. Holland actually refers to two provinces within the country, which are also some of the biggest provinces, and that is North and South Holland.
Okay,
however, for some people within the Netherlands, if you were to actually say, hey, yo, you're from Holland, some people might actually get offended by that because it's really not a correct term. But as for the term Holland, where it came from, scientists actually think that it actually happened after 1813 when Holland was removed from France and restored to the Netherlands. Now, one thing when it comes to the Netherlands, it actually does have a meaning, and it means the lower country. Now, that doesn't mean it's a lower country as in the people within the country are treated lower than other people around the world. No, it just literally means it's like on a height difference, it is a lower country because first of all, it's flat, and a good chunk of it is actually underwater. And one thing that makes the terrain of Holland really quite popular is that because it's flat, it is known all around the world for cycling and walking. And if we were to talk about land size, we should probably talk about the fact that it is a size of 41,543 kilometers square. And when I did say a lot of it actually has to do with water, well, about 18.41% of it is actually water. And when it comes to all this water, believe it or not, only 50% of its land is over 1 meter above the water level. Now, let's dive a little deeper into the flatness of the Netherlands and its water level. Now, you might have heard back in World War II during Operation Market Garden when the American paratroopers tried to land in Holland that the Germans flooded the areas in the fields. Well, now, this wasn't the fact that the Germans were like just going around.
Okay, he giving us a history lesson for sure on this one.
With buckets of water and just throwing them all over the land hoping to, flood the whole region. No. This is because what the Germans had done is they simply removed the dikes that prevented water from reaching the lands. Now, these are actually called polders, which are quite common in the Netherlands, where they build up small areas called a dike to prevent water from coming in and flooding the lands for agriculture. And the crazy part is this has been happening since the 16th century, and some of these dikes are really old. Now, one thing that's also tied to this is windmills. Now, you might think that windmills within the Netherlands, they're used for agricultural purposes. Well, most of them are, but actually some of them are used for a much different reason. This is because of the official 991 windmills within the country, about 397 of them are used for draining purposes. Now keep in mind, guys, that is an
See, I actually knew some of this, though. I knew some of this about the windmills and stuff in the other videos.
397 of them are used for draining purposes. Now keep in mind, guys, that is an official estimated number because they say there's easily over 1,000 windmills, and a lot of them date back to over 1850 when they were first built. So now that we've got water and all of that out of the way, let's dive into the population. Now, the Netherlands has a population of approximately 17,170,000 people, ranking 66th in the world. And surprisingly, this country is actually quite packed out of most countries in the world, because it has a population density reaching 414.1 people per square kilometer. And actually, if you don't include the water levels, it equals over 507 people per kilometer square. And because of that, its population density ranks 30th in the world, and it is so populated that only countries like Bangladesh and South Korea and Taiwan have bigger populations with a higher density. And of this population, let's take a look at the biggest regions within the country and, of course, the capitals and cities. First of all, Amsterdam is the capital of the country, and it is filled with over 200 different diverse nationalities in the city, making it one of the most diverse capitals in the world, let alone Europe. On top of that, it has a population of 821,000 people, with Rotterdam coming in second at 623,000, and The Hague coming in at over 514,000 people. Which I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of a big city with the word "the" before. That seems to be pretty much original for me. Maybe not, but if you guys know other cities that start with the word "the," let me know down there. However, when it comes to populations by provinces,
I feel like some people, like, you just always put "the" or "the" in the beginning of everything. I used to get it, like, when I first started doing reaction, I would react to pentatonics, and I used to say "the pentatonics." You know, I feel like it makes, I don't know, I like adding "the" to things.
You guys know other cities that start with the word "the," let me know down there. However, when it comes to populations by provinces, South Holland comes in number 1, having over 3.6 million people, followed by North Holland with 2.7, North Brabant with 2.4, and Gelderland with roughly over 2 million people. And although North Holland and South Holland may have the most people, Friesland is the largest province with 5,748.75 kilometers square, Gelderland coming in second at 5,136.19 kilometers square, and North Brabant coming in at 5,081.77 kilometers square. Okay, so we got the basics out. Let's talk about some cool, unique facts about the Netherlands that some other countries do not have. Now, did you know that Dutch is not the only official language of the country? They actually have more than 2. Because when we were talking about the province of Friesland, it also has its own official language, known as Frisian, as well as there's other languages such as English and Papiamento. Now, Papiamento might sound Latin, but it actually has Portuguese.
Okay, I've never heard of these languages that are being explained when it comes to the Netherlands, so y'all gotta let me know in the comments if he know what he's talking about.
English and Papiamento. Now, Papiamento might sound Latin, but it actually has Portuguese roots. And the reason for this is because the Netherlands also owns islands in the Caribbean, such as Bonaire, Sint Eustatius, and Saba. And you may wonder why I didn't mention places like Curaçao and St. Martin, because they both have huge Dutch influences there as well. This is because the islands of St. Martin, Curaçao, and even Aruba are listed as autonomous countries of the Netherlands, basically meaning they have freedom from an external authority. And as for St. Martin and Curaçao, they were granted this in 2010, whereas Aruba was the first island to be granted this from the Netherlands in 1986. Now, you may have also flown or at least heard of KLM flights. And not only is it a Dutch company, but it is also one of the oldest continuous flight companies still
They're right there
in
by the
operation
beach.
today. The Royal Dutch Airlines was founded in 1919 when a young aviator named Albert Plesman put on a flight exhibit, and it gained interest and investors to form a company. And this company actually became Royal Decree because back in the day, Queen Wilhelmina made the company a royal predicate. And as for its first flight, it took off on May 17, 1920, with its first international flight happening only 4 years later on October 1st of 1924. And on top of that, you may not know that the Netherlands is one amazing country when it comes to protecting its culture and, most importantly, its nature. The country currently has over 20 national parks, with the largest being the Oosterschelde National Park with over 370 square kilometers and a shoreline running the length of 125 kilometers. And what's really popular about this place is it's a very common place to see seals. However,
That was
forgetting
a
its
seal.
national parks, the country is also home to 10 UNESCO zones and the world's largest flower garden. And that is Keukenhof, which is known as the
Keukenhof.
Garden of Europe. Located in Lees, Netherlands,
Ooh, that's
every
nice.
year
I don't think
across
I've
its
seen
32
this.
hectares, there are easily 7 million flowers planted, with over 1.4 million people.
That's nice. I don't think I've seen the Keukenhof.
There are easily 7 million flowers planted, with over 1.4 million people visiting the grounds as of 2017. So there you have it, guys. That is just a look at the beautiful country known as Netherlands, and what is truly amazing to learn about it. And unfortunately, guys, when it comes to this great nation, there isn't a lot of time to sum it all up in a 10-minute video of how great this nation is. Now, for us here on the channel,
pretty
we've done
dope.
part 2s, 3s, and 4s to many great countries around the world. And if you guys are interested in learning more about the Netherlands, well, let us know by hitting that like button. And with that in mind, I want to know what
I thought he was gonna go into more details in this first video about the bike culture, about the cycling and stuff. Maybe he did it in part 2 though.
the
Maybe.
Netherlands, well, let us know
But
by
that's
hitting
major
that like button.
in the
And with
Netherlands.
that in mind, I want to know what you guys know about the Netherlands as well. But my name is Dave Walpole, guys, and I want to thank you all for tuning in and learning so much about this country. Now, remember, if you guys haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and at the end screen of this video, there's going to be some other videos as well. They're also in the description box. But either way, that is the Netherlands, a beautiful country with loads to offer. A country filled with great history and people of amazing knowledge whom have used their intellect to even beat back the sea. This is the people, culture, and country of the Netherlands, where it may be one of the lowest countries on the planet, but its heart is as big as a mountain.
Nice, nice. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check out the 10 best foods in Pakistan. But guys, that was pretty good. I knew a little bit. There was something I wasn't sure on, so y'all make sure make sure Dave Walpole know what he's talking about on there. But definitely enjoyed that. Like I said, I thought he was gonna go into a little bit more detail about just the cycling and different things, or even the tulips, the flowers and stuff like that. But I enjoyed it. I like this channel. I like the facts that he gives. So y'all make sure y'all check him out. Check out the channel. Y'all hit the subscribe button. Send down those recommendations. Like I said, if you would like to send me stuff, P.O Box address is below. If you have a website, I can go and buy like candy snacks or something from the Netherlands. Hey, shoot it to me. Let me know so I can order. But that's all I have for this video. Y'all hit that subscribe button and y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.